Hey everyone, welcome to Craven Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Now, in this video, I'm going to share the news that one of the people from my personal wish list from Scream 7 has, in fact, returned. They are not only a legacy part of the Scream franchise, they are also responsible for what I consider to be a legacy character in the first 4 Scream films. So if you haven't figured it out yet, don't worry, because the time to discuss this amazing news is right now. Let's go!
Hey, this is Lee Waddell, the original Ghostface from Wes Craven's Scream, and you are watching and tuned into Craven Something Scary.
So I'm excited to share, in case you haven't figured it out, the news that Marco Beltrami is back from the first 4 Scream films to score Scream 7. Now, this is huge news because I thoroughly believe that the score of a Scream movie is just as much a character in the film as any character on screen. It's like the unseen character, but heard, and it creates the atmosphere, it sets the tone, it just, the factors that it contributes to any film, but we're talking about Scream. So to a Scream film, Marco Beltrami, he knows it in and out, and it is a humongous part of this film. So it really is. It just plays a massive part, in my opinion, to how good a movie is. And when it comes to Scream films, guys, Marco Beltrami is the very best, in my opinion. I think he's phenomenal. I mean, just think back to like Scream 1, for example. Remember the very opening scene, of course, with Casey Becker? Go back and watch that sequence and just listen to the score. Listen to the music that's going on. It's absolutely perfect for that opening kill sequence. And he just continued to kill it movie after movie, really. I mean, the memorable themes, the memorable scores from these movies are fantastic. And to this day, you hear Sidney's lament, you hear, you hear different themes that are played. You just remember them. They're just so memorable. They're wonderful. And so, guys, we're gonna get him back. And, I feel like in Scream 5 and 6, nothing against Brian Tyler because he's done some great stuff. But when it comes to Scream, I feel that Marco's presence was just really sorely missed. I missed Marco's scores in those 2 films. And I remember when Kevin Williamson was announced as director for Scream 7, my immediate wish list had Marco right at the top. I mean, and I just, it's one of those things where you really hope it's going to happen, but just, it's so rare that we get things off our wish list, right? We have wish lists for different things in life, but when it comes to Scream and characters, we have our wish lists. And sometimes we'll get one, and sometimes we won't. But guys, we did this time. Marco is back, so I am so thrilled that Kevin brought him, for Scream 7. And it takes my excitement level for the movie even higher. Like, it was already high, and it's just continuing to get higher and higher now. So let's take a look here. First up, we're going to see a post on X by Film Music Reporter, who publishes articles on their website and social media about film music news and discussions. That is really just all they do. That's their thing. And they posted here and said, Marco Beltrami returns to score Kevin Williamson's Scream 7, and then starring everybody. I'm not going to go through that whole list. We know the names. And there's a link on the X post. So if you go to X and you pull up Film Music Reporter, you'll find the post. If you want to access the full article, there it is. The link is there. But it pretty much, honestly, this pretty much summarizes the whole article. It's right to the point, doesn't linger around, and that's pretty much is all it says. Just that Marco's back. It says a little more, but that's essentially the point of the article. I mean, like I say, definitely check it out. And you can go to it and see the whole thing. But that summarizes it. Now let's take a look at one of Marco's Instagram posts, where this is Marco himself replying to a question. And the question says, the statement first is, "Thank God your music is the best. Have you started writing and scoring?" And then Marco posted, "Not yet, they're still editing." So we see here that, and there's other Instagram posts. There's several now that he posts back to people confirming he's back for Scream 7. So we see here that Marco responded again to the question, and he has started writing and scoring and saying not yet, they're still editing. So remember, guys, the editing process for a film is a long process, and once it's completed, then it goes to the audio department for sound effects, dialogue cleanup, and the music department, where Marco comes in and will begin to score the movie as he sees the final edit of the film. And then also the folks who decide the soundtrack songs go to work here as well. But they are still editing. It's going to be a little bit before it's done. But once it's ready and done editing, Marco is going to be back, guys, scoring another Scream film. And as I said earlier, I mean, it just excites me so much to know that we've got the OG, we've got the original going back to Scream 1, just like Kevin Williamson, going back to the first movie to help set the atmosphere, the tone, and sometimes scoring a movie like Scream or any horror movie really, but especially with Scream, where there's moments of tension being built up, right? Sometimes knowing as a composer when not to have a score, when it's time to go silent with no music, is huge as well. And so, he has the knowledge. He was there for Wes Craven's 4 Scream films. And I really do believe Scream 7 is going to be a return to the past. And what I mean by that is it's going to feel and hear, now we know what it's going to sound like as well, a vintage Scream film. I think Kevin Williamson is going to make this a very, very special Scream sequel, guys. And I think Scream 7 may end up being, now look, I haven't seen the movie, right? Okay, so, but it may end up being one of the very best sequels of the franchise. And I'm very, very ready for it. I'm so excited for it. I know you guys are too. So let's get ready. Just keep on, man. Just keep on. We got less than a year now. So come on, February 27th. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there for this update. But listen, you've heard my thoughts about Marco's return. But now listen, I want to know your thoughts. It's my favorite part of each video that I make, because I get to learn what you think about it and what ideas you have. So the only way I'm going to know what you're thinking about Marco's return is if you share your ideas or thoughts with me right now in the comments section below. So what are your thoughts about Marco Beltrami being back in the Scream franchise to score Scream 7? I look forward to reading your comments. All right, everyone, that's it. But I'll be back soon with more Scream 7 and other horror movie content. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And until next time, this is Craven Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Thanks for watching.